Witness reminded of the oath, my lord.
Thank you, my lord. Mr. Madala, just one more question inside the house.
Uma siphindela futhi endlini, khona umbuzo nje owodwa engithanda ukubuza wona. All right.
If you can be able to tell or just estimate the height, I want the difference between, if you can describe the height of the deceased and the height of the person you saw carrying a firearm.
Uma mhlawumbe ungakwazi ukusinikeza nje i-height ubude bomufi nobude bakalona ombone ephethe isibhamu.
If you can still recall. If you can't, there is no problem.
Mangabe usakhumbula. Mangabe usakhumbula. Ngisakhumbula.
Angeke ngikwazi ukuchaza lokho ngomfundi.
That is going to be difficult for me. I'm not going to be able to explain that.
Okay. But Senzo, the deceased was a short, was tall, was not a short person.
Senzo, he wasn't tall.
Okay. Mr. Madlala, there is a letter, my lord, in terms of Exhibit Q. Exhibit Q. From the Director of Public Prosecutions in Gauteng, referring to the Force Lawyers Case 375/1 of 2019. That letter confirms the docket that was opened against you, as well as all other people who were inside the house.
Yabona ke kukhona ke ilokho njani docket okanye incwadi qinisekisa ke ukuthi khona idocket evuliwe maqondana nawe nabanye abantu abebekhona endlini eqhamuka kuyo ke i-DPP Gauteng ye case number leyo 67501 ya 2019. Yakuzwa no?
Yebo ngiyakuzwa.
Yes, I hear that.
This docket, this letter confirms that, and also in paragraph 3 of this letter, I'm going to read that paragraph 3. You can also have a look at that paragraph if you can be able to see paragraph 3.
Yeah, ngiyabona.
Okay, but I will also read it. It says, in light of the fact that decisions in Force Lawyers Case 375/1 2019 depends on the credibility findings by the trial court in the current trial involving Force Lawyers Case 636/10/2014, I have therefore decided that the decision in Force Lawyers Case 375/1 2019 will be made at the conclusion of the concurrent trial.
Manje ke uyabona lokho ke ukuthi uma sesibheke ke le qiniso lokuthi kukhona nje isinqumo ekwafa ukuthi sithathwe khona lapha mayelana nale case leyana yase Force Lawyers Case 375/1 2019. Kanti ke leso sinqumo sinike ekutheni le nkantolo lena ke esebhizi ngayo okwamanje ukuthi ifinyelela ziphi izinqumo mayelana ke naleli cala elimayelana ke necase 636/10/2014. Ngaleyo ndlela ke ngithathe isinqumo sokuthi le case leyana ke case number 375/1/2019 izokwazi ke ukuthi kuthathwe isinqumo ngayo mayelana ke naleli cala eliqulwa manje.
Ngisakwazi ukulinda ukuthi lifike lelo docket. Sengilijahile.
Now I cannot wait for that particular docket.
Okay, but you understand what is said there.
Uyakuzwa lokho khulumekayo lapho. Yes.
Yebo ngiyakuzwa.
In other words, it says the Director of Public Prosecution has not declined to prosecute yet, to prosecute you in particular yet, is still waiting.
Manje amanye amazwi ke ulindile, usalindile nje lo okuyena umqondisi obushushisi, kanti ke akakucekeli phansi lokho ukuthi ashushise ukuthi uzoshushiswa ke nawe. Uma eshushisa uyashushiswa nawe. Uyakuzwa lokho?
Ngikuzwa kahle kamhlophe lo.
I hear
Ngilinde
it
khona.
quite clearly.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that.
Okay. Mr. Mazala, how long did it take you, all of you inside the house, how long did it take you to take the deceased after the shooting incident to the hospital?
Kunithatha isikhathi esingakanani? Nina nonke nanisendlini ukuthi nithathe umufi nimse elokhunjaneni esibedlela emva kokuthi kwenzakala leso sigameko sokudutshulwa endlini.
Kulokho ngangekho esimeni sokuthi ngabheka isikhathi sokuthi kuthatha isikhathi kangakanani because mangakhumbuza kahle ngoba sengithi makukhumbuza ibhamu ngabaleka ngayikamereni bengakabona nokuthi usenzo wasedubulekile ngaleso sikhathi.
Where that is concerned, I was not in the position to can observe or monitor the time, as I've already explained that when that incident happened of the gun going off, I ran to the bedroom.
Kodwa akubanga futhi isikhathi eside ezithi mhlambe phela isikhathi eside ungathi khona umuntu onganakile. Akubanga isikhathi eside kakhulu.
It wasn't long though, as though there was nobody at all that was aware of what was happening. It didn't take long.
Sorry, my Lord, may the court just bear with me, my Lord. There is a death declaration by the nurse who attended to the deceased in hospital. I'm just going to read into the record what is recorded under the paragraph of assessment. Is statement number A7, Mr. Baloli, A7. But I'll just read the entry as is, my Lord, into the record.
Khona ke unesi owamemezela ke ukushona ka Senzo. Yena ke unesi obeloko ebhekene naye uSenzo. Manje ngizozama ke ukuthi ngifunde khona lapha yana.
Okay.
Understood.
This witness says, at arrival, the victim was not breathing, had no pulse from the car. The people were fully dilated and not reaching the light. Do you understand this?
Manje lo fakazi uthi ke lo umufi uthi umufi ubenga performuli. Is it at the arrival at the hospital? Okay.
At arrival. At arrival. In that paragraph, it's not
Yes, I
numbered,
can
but
see
it's
that. I can
assessment,
see
under
that.
assessment.
Yes. Uthi ke uma
Yeah, it's
efi
depicted there also on this screen.
can see that. Thank you very much. Uma kufikwa ke lona ke isizulu ubengaphefumuli inhliziyo ibingashayi okanye ipulse uma eqhamuka khona laphana emotweni kanti ke amehlo wakhe lokhu inhlavu zamehlo bezinkulu nje Kanti ke obengakwazi ke ukubonisa ukuthi i-light ukuthi mabashinise i-light emehlweni uyakwazi ukureacta kulokho. Uyakubona uyakuzwa lokho?
Yeah, ngiyakuzwa.
Yes, I hear that.
Yeah. So in other words, it means this person arrived very late in hospital.
How can you say that?
My lord, can I just rephrase? Do you see the condition of the deceased when he arrived in hospital?
Uyabona ukuthi ube sesimeni esinjani makafika lapha esibhedlela umufi?
Ngiyakuzwa lokho nje obukusho.
I hear as you are actually saying it.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yes, I heard.
So the statement is correct.
No. Ukubonile lokho. Sorry, I think he didn't hear you. Ukubonile lokho.
That he couldn't,
Ukuthi zonke lezi zinto lezimpawu lezi
Read.
bezingekho.
had no pulse.
Lokho kwazile ukubona okanye ukuqaphela.
Ngangingekho isimeni sokuqaphela lezo zinto. Into engangijani ngangifuna yenzeke ukuthi bangakwazi ukumsiza. Iyonto eyibalekile leyo kumina.
I was not necessarily after those vital signs. All that I was concerned of was, but will they be able to assist him?
Okay. When you came back to the house from the hospital, you said there is a police officer who conducted interview with you. Is that correct?
Uthi ke mani khamka libuya khona esibhedlela khona ke iphoyisa elaloko libuza imibuzo akunjalo.
Yebo kunjani?
It is indeed so.
Was there any prime residue test that was done on you at that time
Khona a prima residue test
or in
okanye
that
lokho ke
evening?
lokho ke okubonisayo ukuthi isibhamu sike saqhuma mhlambe ke yabona nentutho okanye ipowder yesibhamu iselele khona umuntu owakwenza lokho check ukuthi khona ukusalela izinsalela nje zokudubula kwesibhamu la kuwena owathatha lezo ivivinyo.
Yakhona into ababezenza nokusikhamisisa bethatha namathe kuningi into ababezenza lapha noma ngeke ngisakusho konke okunye ngasakhuluma kodwa nje khona into ama-test abawenza kuthina namathe nani yonke lento lesikhamisisa nayo yonke leyo nto. Khona ama-test abawenza.
There are tests that were conducted there. There were quite a number of things that were done to us, including the fact that there was some swabbing that took place or that they did inside of our mouths. Well, yes, I confirm. There's quite a number of tests that were done there.
Okay, but now I'm just being specific. I'm not referring to the buccal swabs or any other investigation. I'm just specific with the prime residue.
Yabona ke sikhuluma nge-prime residue. Uyabona. Asikhulumi ngalokho ukuthi mhlambe bathathe amathe mhlambe emlonyeni.
Ukuthi angikaze ngibe sesimweni sokubhekana nokwenzeka leyo nto. So angeke ngazi noma kwakwenziwa yona noma kwakwenziwa ini. So angikaze ngiyenze lento ngaphambilini.
The challenge is that I've never became a part of such a test before, so I wouldn't tell as to whether that was done or not.
But you don't recall any test done into your hands?
Awukhumbuli nje ezandleni zakho khona nje ivivinyo ezithizo okanye ama-test athize enziwayo.
Njengoba ngithi khona ababesenza khona nje engikhumulayo basikhamisisa besithatha namathe nakufuthi okunye khona nje into abasenza zona khona lapha khona ngakhele ebusuku.
Well,
Thathwa amafoni yonke yathathwa khona lapha masibuye esibhedlela.
Well, as I have already said, that there are some things that were done on us, including the mucal swabs or the saliva swabs, and as well as the taking of the cell phones. Even the cell phones were taken that very night, right there at that spot. So there's things that were done to us.
Because akhona amadoda ayigqoke ama-overall navy nama-gloves.
But you can't recall if it was done from your hands. Is that correct?
Uyakhumbula ukuthi yes,
Because
I cannot.
yes.
I cannot even recognize
Okay,
what was being done
let's
to
leave
me.
it there.
Yeah.
There is a statement that you made which has been marked as Exhibit V1.
Khona statement owasenza esenzwe V1 simakwe kuthiwa V1.
So, okay. But I'm not asking you direct from that statement. What I want to ask from you is that this incident took place plus or minus 9 years ago.
Lesi sigameko senzeke plus minus 9 years endlulile.
Yes.
That's correct.
And it will be very difficult for any person to recall the incident that took place long time ago.
Kuyoba nzima kuwo wonke umuntu ukuthi angakhumbula isigameko esenzeke eminyakeni o9 endlule.
Yebo ngiyakuzwa.
Yes, I hear you.
And the only thing that will assist that person is the recordings. It may be the statement, it may be the diary, or anywhere when you recorded the details of the incident.
Into engamlekelela ke umuntu makunjalo ngaphansi kwaleso simo ukuthi istatement mhlambe sabhalwa ngalolu suku ukuthi kwabhalwa kwi-diary zonke lezi zinto ke ezazenzeka mhlambe zabhalwa ngaleyo ndlela ikhona ke okungamsiza ukuthi angakhumbula.
Yebo ngiyakuzwa.
Yes, I hear you.
Because that recording, be it a statement, be it any recording that was made in a diary, wherever wherein you recorded, that person recorded the incident, is the only reliable information of what transpired at the time of the incident.
Ngoba phela ke leyo mininingwane ebhalwe phansi mhlawumbe ebhalwe phansi kwi-statement ebhalwe phansi ifakwa kwi-diary okanye yabhalwa phansi okanye yaxoshwa nanoma ikuphi la umuntu engakwazi khona ke ukuthi makakwazi ukuthi ayibhale khona ukuthi ayifake khona iyona nto umuntu angancika kuyo ke ethembakalayo leyo mayelana ke nesigameko esenzeka lokho uyakuvuma.
Angeke kube ngikuvumi completely, angeke kube lokho kuphela namehlo wami nawo angakufakazela lokho because ngifikile la ecourt ngambona umunye wabantu ababekhona endlini.
I would partly agree with you on that one, or I cannot entirely agree with you on that. Even my eyes as well were instrumental pertaining the people that were inside of the house. That can also serve as evidence.
And the recordings that was made by that person when everything was still fresh in his or her mind will assist the same person to recall as to what transpired at the time of the incident.
Uyabona ke nokuthi ke isigameko sasesisha kubhalwa phansi zonke izinto ezenzakele ezimayelana ke naleso sigameko leyo ngxenye yobufakazi ebhalwa phansi iyakwazi ke ukuthi imsize lo muntu emva kwesikhathi ukukhumbula ke ukuthi wabhala wathini kuleso statement okanye khona lapho la bhala khona.
Yebo ngiyakuvumela lokho.
Yes, I agree with you on that.
And do you understand the purpose of signing a statement or signing a document?
The what?
The purpose of signing a document or the statement.
Inhloso ke yokusayina i-document no okanye i-statement uyayazi uma ke uthi manje sengiyasayina ke suke inhloso kuyiphi yokuthi usayine leso statement lelo phepha olisayinayo.
Noma ngingenalo ulwazi olugcwele la lokho but ngiyazi ukuthi mangisayine ekugcineni mhlawumbe kusuke ngisayinela ukuthi leyo nto yenziwe ishiwe yimi or yes.
Even though I may not have full knowledge of that, however, in the end when I sign,
Yes.
I would be confirming that that particular thing that is contained in that document it was furnished by myself.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. And then when you signed Exhibit V1, you were confirming that what is contained there came from you.
Uma
The
usayina
information,
i-V1,
in other
yeah.
words, contained in Exhibit V1
Okay.
confirmed the information that was given by you to the police.
Ngamanye amazwi ke mawusayina le V1 okanye lesi statement leso sibonayo futhi ke ubuqinisekisa lokho wakunikeza amaphoyisa.
Ngingasho ngithi uqinisile lapho but kunezinye izinto ezibuye zingidide kancane la.
I would say that you may be right there, but there are certain things that confuse me a bit.
Ngike ngabona u-338 special ngezwa no revolver izinto ezingakaze ziphume lezo kumina so ezinye izinto ezingiconfusayo lezo.
Now some of the things that are confusing me is, for an example, I once saw in the statement there was
Don't be all
38
over.
special,
Don't
the revolver.
be all over the show. I'm not there. I'm just asking about
Understanding.
understanding.
Please be allowed to answer.
I have seen in one of the statement, and it was spoken of the 38 special and as well as the revolver, those things which I didn't mention.
No, I'm not there, Mr. Madlala. Unfortunately, my question to you was, at the time when you signed the statement,
Umbuzo wami angikho lapho. Umbuzo wami ukuthi ngaleso sikhathi usayina i-statement.
I'm not referring you to what we have said in this statement, what we have said in other statements. I'm just referring to that statement that when you signed it, you were confirming the correctness of the statement.
Angikhulumi ngezinye i-statement. Ngikhuluma ngalesi statement ukuthi ngenkathi ubusayina ubuqinisekisa-ke okuqukethwe yiso lesi statement.
Yeah, angisho sikhuluma ngasi statement lento ebhaliwe o3 special no revolver ibhalwe kusi statement.
Now, isn't it so that we're talking about the statement? And that very part of the 38 special and the revolver is something that is also contained within the statement.
Ofuthi angaze ngwabale lawo magama.
And such things I'd never finished the police with.
Ngakhuluma ngesibhalo kasibonga ngathi sinesonto. So lezi zinto esezifakiwe mama emazi nje wangisayinile angizange ngisayinele lezo zinto la.
Now, I just spoke of a firearm that had a wheel, and the rest of the items that are now contained, or as far as the firearm is concerned, but those are things that I did not furnish.
But you signed
I just
for
see them inside of
but
the
you
statement
signed
now.
for them.
I beg yours?
But you signed the statement.
Kodwa when I was signed a statement.
Bengazi ukuthi mawusho uchaza hlobo lesibhamu mina. Njengoba ngithi ngabona ngathi isibhamu esinesonto. Sekufanele bona bafaka bayisho lezi abayedele o3 band o revolver no special. Angiyazi into nyakazi ngiyazi.
No, I didn't know that if I say that it's a firearm that had a wheel on it. Now, that actually was opening for the additional information as far as the brand of the firearm is concerned, the 38 special, the revolver. I didn't know that.
Did you tell the police who was taking the statement to say, no, I can't sign because now we have included information which I've never said?
Uye watshela iphoyisa-ke ukuthi uyabona lento ngeke ngisayisayina manje usufake olunye ulwazi okanye eminye imininingwane engazange mina ngikunikeze zona okanye engayazi.
Yes, ikhona incident la engayikhuluma khona leyo nto because khona amaphoyisa afika emsebenzini nje ngisebenzele eCliff. So mangihamba ngidlule ePinetown. So sakho emanye ama police station ePinetown. Ngayikhuluma le nto ukuthi angaze ngilibize legama lo revolver mina. So lawo maphoyisa ayazazi yona noma ngasakhumbula afika azongisayinisa lona.
There was an instance where I actually remarked on the content of the statement. Now I'm working at Kloof and I would travel via Pinetown. And I went to Pinetown and I spoke with the police at Pinetown and indicated to them that these things that are additional within my statement are outside of my knowledge. But they know these things.
I hear that, Mr. Madlala, but I was still on the statement that you took on the following day of the incident. You remember that statement?
Khuluma ngestatement owasithatha ngosuku olulandelayo emva kwesigameko. Uyasikhumbula lesi statement?
Yeah, okay. Ngaqhubeka.
Yeah, that's the one I'm
you can
referring
proceed.
to.
Okay.
You can proceed, advocate. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm saying that before you signed, did you tell the person who was taking the statement from you to say, I'm not going to sign here because we have included the information which I've never said?
Ngokuba uzosana lesi statement wamtshela lo muntu loyo bethatha istatement kuwena ukuthi angeke ngisayine la usufake neminye imininingwane engazange nginikeza yona.
Angikaze ngimtshela ukuthi ngeke ngisayine but ngabatshela ngendaba yokubiza amagama ngoba ngale nto ye-revolver kukaningi ikhulunywa ngabatshela ukuthi angaze ngilibize legama angazi ukuthi isibhamu esi-revolver into enjani.
No, I did not refuse signing. Safe to say that I actually told them that I hear that it is being spoken of in the statement about revolver and as well as the 38 special. These are the things that are unknown to me.
Also, you agreed to sign?
Kodwa kuyavuma ukuthi uyowasign.
Yes, ngisayinile.
Yes, I agreed that I signed.
And you were not forced?
Akekho umuntu owaphoqa ukuthi usign.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
signed the statement freely and voluntarily?
Ukhululekile futhi wayikhethela ukuthi usign.
Angisazi ngiphendula kanjani. Mangithi ngasayina ngiyakuvuma lo manje uzoqhubeka ubuze ngokusayina advocate. Singisengishilo ukuthi ngasayina ayikho angiforce. So why do uqhubeka ungibuza?
I don't know about that.
I've
I've already answered you that I had signed and I was under no duress. I did sign. Now you're going to expound on signing, whereas I had already told you that I signed.
It's
I
fine,
don't know now.
Mr. Madlala, it's noted that you said no, you can't
Yes.
answer that.
Yes.
Okay. Did you attend any identification parade after the incident? Do you
Why?
understand what the ID parade is?
Uyayazi i-ID parade?
Yebo ngiyayazi.
Why kwi-ID parade emva kwalesigameko?
Yebo ngayo.
Yes, I know the ID parade.
Did you
And
point-
I did attend the ID parade.
Did you point out anyone there?
Khona umuntu owamkhomba lapho kwi-ID parade?
Cha lutho advocate akekho.
Not at all, advocate. There isn't.
Let's move on.
Asiqhubeke.
When you made the statement, were you alone at the station?
Ma wenza lesi statement ubuwedwa khona lapha e-station, e-police station.
I mean, from the people who were present at the time of the incident.
Sengitsho ukuthi wena ubuwedwa uqhamuke kulabantu ubunabo ngenkathi kwenzeka isigameko. Ubuwedwa laphana e-police station.
Or
Yeah,
you went
no.
together to the police station?
Yeah, sihambe sonke but ngangibuzo umuntu wayengibuza wayengasibuza wayebuza directly kumina lokho wayengibuza kona mhlambe sasonke sibuza kanyani wayengibuza AY.
Kodwa beniyes e-police station
Yeah.
nonke.
Yes.
All of us had gone to the police station. However, the person who was conducting an interview would directly conduct the interview with me and not with all the people at the same time.
Okay. Was also Miss Kelly Kumalo at the station when you made the statement?
Ube khona uKelly Khumalo e-station uma wena uphana nge-statement sakho.
Yeah, ubekhona na but bengekho nami ngaleso sikhathi ngibhala lo
Yes,
statement.
yes, she was at the police station, but she was not in the same room with me at the time that I was finishing the statement.
Do you remember that you testified in your examination in chief that Mr. Chico Twala offered to take Kelly for a holiday? Do you remember
Uyakhumbula
that?
kwakusho lokho ukuthi uBabutwala Chico Twala wathi uKelly makaye kwi-holiday waphana ngalelo thuba lokuthi uKelly makaye kwi-holiday. Uyakhumbula lokho?
Yebo kuyiqiniso.
Yes, that is true. That is true, advocate.
At what stage was that offer made? Was it the
Manje.
night of the incident or on the following day? When was that
Kwenziwa
offer?
nini-ke lokho?
After incident.
It was
Malbatin.
That was-
kitchen futhi angithi kitchen lapha lihlangene ngathi lihlangene ne dining room nje enkulu. Base kitchen yes.
after the incident. I remember we're at Malbaton inside of the kitchen, and mind you, the kitchen it's an open plan kitchen together with the dining or the lounge.
Yes, yes.
But was it on the same evening?
Bona lobo busuku bange 26 zika October 2014.
No,
noma?
not gone.
No,
Sabuye
no.
intatha ngithi esibhedlela.
Yes.
Remember we
Qala eFalls. Then kwasase asikhoda sesiyali. Wafika nje kwakusemini yasekuseni but kwangekho ngalelo langa le incident.
it was not necessarily on the day of the incident. Remember, we went to the hospital and we came back around the dawn of the day, and then that in particular, you're asking me, then it happened sometime mid-morning.
I think Monday or Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. But lezo insuku lezo angilento kwakuyisonto. I think Monday or Tuesday if unganali put.
All right. This incident transpired on Sunday, and I should think that then took place between Monday and Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Had you made the statements, including you and Miss Kelly Kumalo, had you made the statements at the time when the offer was made to Kelly to go on holiday?
Ngenkathi ke sekutshelwa uKelly ukuthi mhlawumbe angahamba ye kwi-holiday bese senenze istatement okanye bengingakasenzi
I don't think sasenza ngikhumbula kodwa kahle angifuni ukuthi angikhumbuli kahle kodwa nje uthi ke fika wayifikile eMalbatin.
I cannot recall clearly. Recall clearly. However, upon his arrival or when he came to Malbaton. That is Chico. He came to Malbaton.
But the offer was made for Miss Kelly Kumalo to go away whilst the investigation was being conducted by the police.
Kodwa ke kwenziwa ke leyo offer ngenkathi ubumam Kelly kuMiss Kelly kungukuthi lokho kwenziwa ke uphenyo lwaleli cala kwase kuza lo mnikelo ke omayelana ne-holiday lika Miss Kumalo.
Yes, so I'm offerisha vele kungakapheli nophenyo yes.
Yes, that offer was made while the investigations were underway.
Is it also your evidence that the cell phone belonging to the deceased after the date of the incident was with Miss Kelly Kumalo?
Ubufakazi bakho ukuthi i-cellphone lena emva kwesigameko ekamufi ibisezandleni zika Miss Kelly Khumalo.
Hey,
i-cellphone kamufi.
lokho ngingaqinisekisa because I don't think kwakungaba khona umuntu advocate ongaphatha ifoni yasenzo owayekhona endlini. For instance njengemoto nje wayenqaba ngisho emaphoyiseni ukuthi imoto ayishiye ahambe ngale wayefuna wathi imoto endoda yakhe, so I think yalindisho we.
Yes, I think she's the only person who was entitled or who felt entitled to have the cell phone of Senzo. No any other person within the house who could have been in possession of the cell phone of Senzo. Perhaps also the example of a vehicle that was belonging to Senzo Kumalo. She was even refusing, Senzo Meiwa. She even refused to give or to hand the keys to the police pertaining this vehicle, and she said that this is the vehicle belonging to my man.
Okay. Do you know also if the ID for the deceased was kept by Miss Kelly Kumalo?
The ID.
ID, yes, ID for the deceased.
ID, yeah, patwa nguye.
Yayikude ngiyakhumbula cause kwaze kwafika omunye umfowethu ekuthiwa uMusa ehamba ngazo ayamba nomunye umfowethu ekuthiwa uJohn Dubai ohlala eSocial Move bezoyifuna la khona la kuKelly.
Yes, it was in the possession of Kelly. I remember there was a gentleman called John Dubai.
Yeah. Social Move.
That myself and Senzo would go to him in Social Move. They came and they were looking for that ID document, and it was indeed in the possession of Kelly. So they actually wanted it, or they asked of it from Kelly Kumar.
Did she give it to the family member? Do you know?
Ngiyakhumbula nalama ID because wacasulela into ukuthi bafika namaphoyisa. Ngabe wacasula ukuthi babasenze noma usifika bafika namaphoyisa.
I remember that there was also some kind of a misunderstanding about this same ID document, because that particular person came in the company of the police as well.
And she eventually refused with the ID.
Wanqaba ngayo.
Or did
Until
he give
kuze kufike laba ke uMusa no nalomuntu engisho uJohn Band ohlala eSocial Move. Then I think why keep ke lapho.
And only until such time that Musa and as well as this John Dubai who resides in Social Group was who I keep.
Yes.
Then she gave it to them.
Do you know when did he surrender? Did she surrender the ID to the family?
Uyazi ukuthi wa phana ngayo nini?
Angikukhumbula usuadvocate but bafika bona because babemazi uKelly bemazi nasenze bejwayele naye, so should kwakuyindlela bazomncenga ukuthi adetelele ID.
Now I don't know, I'm not exact about the day, because these are the people that knew Kelly as well as Senzo, and they came to plead with her to release the ID document.
But it was not on the following day, it was during the week.
Akusi ilo suku olulandela kwaba nje. Yes, it happened on the following week, or in the week, even though I'm not sure about the day.
Mr. Madlala, Colonel Stein testified in this court that a swim swap on the deceased phone was made, and probably it was made by someone who was in possession of the deceased ID on the 27th, meaning it's the following day of the incident.
Okushilo ukuthi kwaba nesim swap eyenziwayo ngefoni kaMufi, okunokwenzeka ukuthi umuntu owenze i-swim swap kwifoni kaMufi umuntu bephethe i-ID ekaMufi.
Yes.
Leyo nto ke yenzeka ngosuku olulandelayo.
Yes, angeke ngiphikise lokho mayekusho, but engikwaziyo ID nje for sure izinto ezinjalo ID phone umuntu ongabe position yazo okay.
That I cannot dispute, as you say it, and I am sure that the rightful person that would be in the possession of such items, such as the phone and as well as the ID, would be Kelly.
Yes.
And as also the same applies with the vehicles.
Okay. Did you attend the funeral for your friend?
Why with funeral?
Yes, ngai.
Yes, I did go.
Okay. Do you know if Kelly, Zandi and Makumalo attended the funeral?
Uyakwazi ukuthi uKelly, uZandi noMakhumalo baya kuleyo funeral noma cha?
Hayi, angazi ngibabona.
No, I never saw them.
Do you know if Kelly was disbanded from attending the funeral?
ngabe uyakwazi ukuba ngatshelwa uKelly ukuthi angayi lapho kuleyo funeral?
Ayi angikwazi lo angikwazi but kwangaba nzima vele uKelly akaze bayiphasise into yakhe ekabuka Senzo akaze bayiphasise ukuthi uthandano nje.
Yeah, that is difficult for me. It is evident that they did not approve of Senzo's relationship with Kelly at Senzo Meyiwa's parental home or family.
Okay, but besides that, I'm just referring to attending a funeral for the father of her child. Do you know if she was disbanded?
Ngaphandle kwalokho ke ngoba phela ke ungumama wengane kaSenzo bamvumela noma bamnqabela ukuthi makaye
She
kule
was
funeral
banned from attending that funeral.
ukuthi makaye ke kulokho bamnqabela ukuthi makaye.
Angicatshela uba angisazi ngileyo sisimo nje sisonke angikwazi ukusichaza because angimani uma inqatsheliwe or yena ungayiyelanga anginalwazi lalokho.
See, that particular scene, it's something that I've got no knowledge of or full knowledge of. I don't know whether she was banned from attending the funeral or that she voluntarily decided not to go to the funeral. That is something I've got no knowledge of.
Thank you, my lord. I've got no further questions.
Re-examination?
As the court pleases, my lord. In cross-examination by counsel for accused number 4, you mentioned that Ms. Zandi Kumalo did show you the superficial injury on the ankle,
Kusho kanjalo ke
above the ankle, on the front part of the ankle.
ukuthi laphana kuyicakala phambili enyaweni uthi uZandi Khumalo wakubonisa lelo ngebanyana ke elincane ngenkathi ubakunqumalo laphana ekubuza imibuzo.
Yes, I was born because lalingaphezulu nje kweqala la umlenzeni waka right futhi ifungenala iphutha.
It was indeed so. It was just on top of the foot in the region of the right ankle. She showed me that.
So when was that?
Kwaba kunini makakubonisa lokho?
I think sasakhona la eForslorus.
We're still in
Khona
Forslores.
yes.
We're still in Forslores.
More or less when in relation to the day of the incident?
Kusho ukuthi nini masuqhathanisa ke nosuku lwesigameko?
Angisakhumbuli kahle mntana ngoba noma ngathi sesibuya esibhedlela. Yeah, I think ngakathi sesibuya or before sesibuya mos. Yeah, I think ngakathi sesibuya esibhedlela ifungenala iphutha. But yena wasikhombisa shame.
I cannot recall clearly, and if I'm not mistaken, that was done when we, upon our arrival from the hospital. It could have been before, but I think it was after we were at the hospital, and she indeed showed us that wound.
Now, counsel for accused number 4, Advocate Ngumalo, questioned you on the contents of the report by Warrant Officer Steenkamp.
Ubaba Nxumalo okuyena okhulumela accused number 4 wakubuza ke nge kwakuqhubethwe ke ile report eyenziwe Warrant Officer Steenkamp
regarding the compilation of the identity kits.
mayelana ke nokuzama ke ukwakha i-identity kit.
Yes.
That's correct, yes.
You did mention that you don't remember the date when the identity kits were compiled.
Uthi wena ke awusakhumbula i-date ukuthi le identity kit ke yenziwa nini?
Yes.
Yes,
Do you
yes.
perhaps remember when in relation to your first statements were the identity kits compiled?
Mase so qhathanisa ke nestatement sakho sokuqala ungakhumbula ukuthi yona yenziwa nini? Futhi ke usebenzisa istatement sakho sokuqala ukuzama ukukhumbula ukuthi mhlambe yenziwa nini?
Noma ngenayo sure but sayenzele eForslorus police station.
Even though I'm not sure about it, it was done at the Forslores police station.
But do you remember whether it was on the same day that you made a statement or days thereafter?
Uyakhumbula ukuthi mhlambe yenziwa ngalolo suku owenza istatement okanye kwandlula amalanga?
hayi angidlulanga amalanga I think manganali iphutha kulokho I think ingabe date yama statements if I'm not mistaken.
If I'm not mistaken, it wasn't after many days. I think it may have happened on the same day of my finishing of the statement.
And you've testified that at that point you had already given the description of the intruders and indicated that you'll be able to identify one of them.
Ngaleso sikhathi ubususophane ngaleyo nto leyo ukuthi uyakwazi ukuphana ngesithombe salabantu kanye umfanekiso labantu abangena endlini ungakhona nokuthi bakhombe.
Yes, ayiloko ngihlezi ngikusho.
Yes, that I always say.
Now, you mentioned that in cross-examination by both counsel for accused number 4 and 5, that as far as the description of the firearm is concerned, you did mention that it had a wheel.
So kushilo ngenkathi ubuzo imibuzo ummeli waka accused 4 no 5 ukuthi mawuphana ke ngencazelo okanye ke umfanekiso leso sibhamu uthe wena ke kwakuyisibhamu esinesonto nje.
Yeah, ngathi isibhamu ngathi sinesonto because ngangisibuka ngaphambili la impopo asibona ngaphambili empopweni.
Yes, that looked like a firearm that had a wheel. Because my view was the front portion of that firearm. When I looked at it, I saw the front portion of the firearm, and it looked like it had a wheel.
Yes.
So if you say it looked as if it had a wheel, what are you referring to?
Uma uthi ke ibibuka ngazuthi inesibhamu ukhuluma ngani? Sorry, inesonto ukhuluma ngani?
Indlela sasingasidi kakhulu kwakuyisibhanganyana nje singakanyana.
It wasn't a very long firearm. It was that short or that long.
Singakanyana nje.
Can you just explain to the court, if you say wheel, what are you referring to?
Uma
Which part of the firearm are you
ngesonto
referring to?
ukhuluma ngengxenye yiphi yesibhamu uma ukhuluma ngalelo sonto?
Angithi mengeni besiphethe ngesandla saka right.
Isn't it so that when he came in, he was holding it with the right hand,
Yes.
wielded like that as the witness is
So
demonstrating?
la ngihleli khona mina ngabona ngathi isibhamu esinesonto lesi.
From where I was seated, I saw it as a firearm that looked like it had a wheel on it.
Yeah, where on it?
Kuphi ke ingxenye yiphi
Ngala
yesibhamu?
ibambe ngakhona kule minwe le. Ngala ibambe ngakhona nje wayisibambe kanje.
Just on the handle, particularly on the three fingers that are that will be holding the handle like that, just right there.
You mean on the trigger? Around the trigger?
Uthi eduze ne-trigger yakubona lokho okungathi kunje kwesibhamu, lokho okungathi iphininyana nje trigger.
Yeah, ngalapha impela ngangibona ngala isingena khona ngina le ngangibona ngathi usibambe ngathi isibhamu esinesonto somewhere la.
Somewhere there in that area of the trigger as well, the trigger guard as well. It looked as though there was some wheel right there.
The court, please, my lord. Exhibit V1 has been handed up. And the witness was questioned on the appearance of the firearm. The witness did say that he made a statement explaining how the firearm looked like. We request, my lord, that the state be allowed to introduce that statement after, of course, proving its content. The purpose is not to self-corroborate the witness, but to indicate that the witness had previously said the same thing.
See. Any objection from the defense?
My lord, I can't follow what my colleague is saying. He's talking about self-corroboration, statement and everything. I really don't know what it's referring to.
I'm also Master Rebels talking about Mr. Haplesi. I'm also lost, my lord. I don't know what Advocate Bali.
Numalo,
I'm also lost, I can't follow.
Ms.
My lord,
Shalolo.
my lord, the exhibit, only exhibit that has been submitted before this court, it's exhibit V1.
Yeah, he's talking about that.
It's referring to exhibit V1,
Yes.
and it has been submitted to the court.
Yeah, but he's sending it up for a particular reason, not in self-corroboration of this witness in describing where the wheel is located on the firearm, but merely to show that this witness did describe the firearm as it shown on exhibit V1. Am I correct, sir?
No, my lord, it means V1 is already before court.
Well, I'm saying what he says.
Then he cannot submit another V1. V1 is already there, and he cannot submit any other statement other than exhibit V1.
Mr. Baloyi.
Let's try again. My lord, my colleagues have handed up exhibit V1
Yeah.
that tends to describe the firearm, and as mentioned of a .38 special, this witness has consistently said he never mentioned that, and that he made an additional statement
Right.
wherein he explains that issue regarding the .38. Now, we are saying, my lord, that a skewed picture is being painted by just merely handing up that exhibit V1.
Okay.
The state wants to introduce another statement of this witness wherein he explained, as he's saying, and as I say, my lord, the purpose is not for self-corroboration, but to say, to indicate that the witness did in fact say, what is stated in the statement.
Yes, I understand.
That is the sole purpose.
So what's the objection?
The state wants to submit the second statement.
Where is the prejudice?
My lord,
Where is the prejudice?
this witness, the state was given the opportunity
Of what?
to present its case.
Right.
It was not part of the state case to say there was an additional statement wherein you gave clarity up until it arose during the cross-examination, my lord, if we are on the same page. Now the state is given the opportunity to do re-examination. The state, my lord, it is my submission, my lord, that the state cannot now produce another statement because of the issues arising from the cross-examination.
Where is the prejudice? I
The-
hear you.
The prejudice is that because it was not part of the examination in chief,
Because as I understood the defense, it was a fabrication. There were no two intruders.
yeah,
Remember the defense.
yes.
My client was not there, and I'm saying, where's the prejudice?
My lord, the prejudice is that it's not part of the evidence led by the state. It only arose during cross-examination. And the defense has already cross-examined the witness on the examination in chief. Now, if the state wants to add a new evidence, then it means we'll have to cross-examine again.
No. Mr. Raples, what's your objection? Where's the prejudice? Nobody has told me about the prejudice.
My lord, at first when it was said, like I said, I was lost because there was no clarification from my learned colleague.
Okay.
Now that he's clarified it, and I've listened to the cross-examination by Mr. Numalo and Advocate Mushololo, when he clarified that he has never told the statement maker that he spoke about the revolver and the .38 special. So I'll leave it there, my lord.
Where is the prejudice?
For me, my lord, my case is simple. I've always
You
said
are not
when we argue these matters,
Yeah.
that we are arguing that we are not there. So
Yeah. That's what I thought. Mr. Mnisi, where's the prejudice?
My lord, it's actually not about prejudice.
It's about what?
It's about the rules of evidence.
Yes.
Yes.
Evidence, you must show prejudice.
No, my lord, not necessarily that.
Mm.
Rules of evidence relating to self-corroboration
He said
Because
he's not handing it.
inconsistent statement.
He says he's not handing it up as self-corroboration of the evidence, the viva voce evidence of this. He's handing it up to demonstrate that the description this witness has given coincides with the explanation in the statement you want to hand up. Is that so, Mr. Malloy?
Indeed, my
Hey,
lord.
Madam.
That is precisely, my lord, what the law relating to the rules of evidence.
Okay. Okay. Any prejudice? Mr. Nguman? You haven't said anything.
No, I think we rather hear what he's saying.
Who?
The state.
He's already said it.
Yeah, continue with whatever he wants to do. Then
No,
we'll
he's
take-
handed up the document.
Yes. You may.
Okay, the court allows that evidence to be handed up. That statement. What?
It will
what
be
will
exhibit
Exhibit what?
V2, my lord.
V2. Exhibit V2.
Just send it. I just want to show you a document.
Yeah.
Which would be exhibit V2. You recognize that document as your statement?
Khumbula le document nje nge-statement sakho
To show him the first page and all the subsequent pages.
Yeah. Yeah, signature.
Let's show you the original. This is the original.
This is my signature that is appearing on these papers, on these pages.
Sorry, my lord, can the state be kind to us and tell
Yeah, you're
us?
going to get a copy.
It's exhibit, it's A110. And on the last page, there's also a signature there. Whose signature is that?
Yes, yeah, ngiyayibona.
Yeah, I can see. That is my signature.
And the date? Just above
Yes, ngiyayibona.
the date, just put
2018
that on record.
2018 0207.
Yes, the 7th of February 2018
And the time?
is cutting.
11:30.
11:30.
And the take of the statement was Colonel Shibiri. Is that correct?
Yes.
No, that is correct. I know him.
Yes. And did he, what was the position? Did he take down the statement as you were narrating the incident to him, or what was the position?
Bekunjani ke uma uloku umtshela ukuthi kwenzakalani ke yena ubhala phansi.
Yeah, in fact asikho statement engangayibhala zona bengisho babhali.
In actual fact, there isn't any of the statements that I had reduced it into writing by myself. I would just finish them, relate to them what transpired, and then they would write it down.
And in which language did you communicate with him?
Ubokhuluma nabo ngaluphi ulimi.
Ah, so long ngikhuluma isiZulu.
I've always been finishing them with the Zulu as I was finishing the statements.
And did you confirm the correctness thereof?
Waqinisekisa ke ukuthi lesi statement siqukethe zona ke izinto ezikhulumile.
Yeah, kusho khona masama ngisayinele kusho khona. Bakuthi ngisayine yeah.
Yeah, it means I had confirmed the content of this document,
If you
given
can,
the fact that I had signed.
if you can read the contents of paragraph 4 and 5 in the report.
Ungasifundela yona ke paragraph 5. Uzokwazi ukufunda?
Ebuya ngihlulela ama-handwriting.
I battle with the handwriting.
Yes,
Should I
if
read
you
it
can
out?
assist
Can
me.
you read it for him so that?
Okay. God please, yes, my lord. I don't have knowledge of firearms. I don't know.
Paragraph 4.
Oh,
just-
paragraph 4, sorry. On A10 statements, I indicated to the police officer who was taking my statement that the firearm which the suspect was carrying was a firearm with a wheel in the, I cannot see what's written, in the
Middle.
handle,
In
or
the
in the
middle.
middle, sorry, in the middle. I didn't say the firearm was a .38 special. I think the police officer, with his knowledge of firearms, made a conclusion that the firearm I was referring to in my explanation was a .38 special. Uyakuzwa lokho kushoyo?
Yeah.
Uthi-ke A10 statement ngiye ngakusho lokho ukuthi iphoyisa elalithatha istatement sami mayelana ke nesibhamu esasiphethwe ulona umsolo ilona ke ngasho kulo ukuthi leso sibhamu sasinesonto futhi ke la emaphakathini azange ngisho lokho ukuthi leso sibhamu bekuyi 38 special. Ngiyacabangela nje ukuthi mhlawumbe leli phoyisa ngenxa yolwazi analo mayelana nezibhamu waseke uthatha isinqumo sokuthi leso sibhamu ebengikhuluma ngaso uma ngimchazela sona bekuyi 38 special.
And just,
This is what I was explaining to the advocate.
and just that first sentence of paragraph 5.
I don't have knowledge of firearms. Sike mina anginalo ulwazi lwezibhamu.
Thank you. Thank you, my lord. That is all.
Any cross-examination? Mr. Rappelis?
None, my lord.
Mr. Nisi?
My lord, I don't have cross-examination, but I still stand by my point that self-corroboration.
No, we're past that.
is disabled.
No, we're long past that.
Thank you, my lord.
Any cross-examination?
No, that is exactly what you said to the question to my colleague. So I
No,
won't
no,
have any
that's not the question.
cross-examination.
Any cross-examination?
On this aspect, I don't have.
Thank you.
Secondly,
Mr. Nomalo, any
Thank you, my lord. I
cross-examination?
don't have any cross-examination. Thank you.
Inshallah, any cross-examination? How, Madam? You remember that case of R versus Hepworth? Just read it again. Just read it again. Because this is about justice. It's not
we
about
understand it,
taking
my lord.
points.
Yes, we understand that point. But
Yes.
I was
That's
on the
it.
rules of procedure on evidence.
Hey, read that case again. It's unlike this court is saying this statement is handed up and you're not going to cross-examine on it. Never said that. They just said, where's the prejudice? And you're free to cross-examine on that statement. Do you have that?
I think the relevant portion
Yeah.
is as follows. And he said the reference is R versus Hepworth, 1928 AD 265 at 277, where the court held as follows. A criminal trial is not a game where one side is entitled to claim the benefit of any omission or mistake by the other side. And a judge's position in a criminal trial is not merely that of an umpire to see that the rules of the game are observed by both sides. A judge is an administrator of justice. He is not merely a figurehead. He has not only to direct and control the proceedings according to the recognize rules of procedure, but to see that justice is done.
That's all, you don't take a point to say, akayishongo lento, hayi, sizomthola. No, it's about justice. He can even reopen and recall a witness who has already testified. What more about a witness who's still on the witness stand? Okay, is that all, Mr.
That is all, my lord.
All right, I'm going to ask one question about our police. You have already said that they didn't take any resin tests on you.
Ukushilo lokho ukuthi azange bake bathathe ama residue test kuwena.
Yeah,
Ezandleni.
angikhumbuli nje
Sorry, so let me check. What they will do, there's a liquid which they will smear on your hands.
Uyakuzwa ne? Khona nje uketshezi nje oluthize wena okumanzi abazogqobisa la ezandleni zakho.
Yes.
Did they do that?
Khona ukuthize abagqobisa ezandleni zakho.
Angikhumbuli Nkosi enkantolo, angikhumbuli.
I cannot remember your lordship.
And the other thing is, competent police should have taken all your clothes.
Enye into ke amaphoyisa ke awazi umsebenzi wawo befanele ukuthatha impahla
I'm
zakho.
surprised because this firearm exploded in a confined space. Common sense tells you that they should have taken all your clothes of all the people who were there and then conduct the same tests on them. They didn't do that.
Abakwenzanga lokho.
Bakwenzanga Nkosi.
They didn't do that. man.
South Africa. Any questions arising?
We've got none, madam.
Okay, is that the end of the testimony for this witness?
Indeed, my lord.
Thanks.
Sir,
Okay, you're excused.
Ngikubuza mina.
Your lordship, I've got a question.
Yes.
Ngale statement ezingakhomishiniwe because sengingaba nalo ulwazi laso ngaphambili because ngifuna ukuthi ngisebenze fast leso statement because ngisure ukuthi leso statement akusona statement ngoku statement.
Yeah, but
So umuntu osibhalile ngifuna ukudila naye ona ngazi ngenza kanjani.
Pertaining that statement, Your
Ngayivula
lordship, that is
icase
not
ngivule
commission.
icase.
Is it possible for me?
I can't give advice. No judge gives advice. Read my judgment.
Okay.
Okay.
What is this, Your
All
lordship?
right.
Right.
As a court, please, my lord, I see it's just after 3.
Yeah.
Can we start with a new witness tomorrow?
Okay.
As a court, please.
Okay, thanks. Court will adjourn until tomorrow.